delivery, because what happens is staff come in and they, even though there's not space, they'll try and park when it's full. Now you can override the barrier at reception, and what happens is an intercom when it goes through to reception, and they have a CCTV camera and they can say, oh, it's a lorry, or maybe it's a car, they won't. Now, what most people do here is they don't park in the spaces.
In the lines.
So what will happen is they'll come in their big four-wheel drive and they'll try and fit in the end there, they won't, and then they double park.
Oh.
So I normally set it at 36 spaces
I
each
think
day.
full car park
I mean,
back and full back.
For example, that will take up about, nearly 2 spaces, yeah. Now, automatically, let this person go out. If it's a really frosty day, the arm freezes to the magnet and it won't lift and it nearly breaks off. So the thing to do, it'll come down again in a minute. What I normally do is I just defrost it, it'll come down, and just give that a wipe and it'll clean it.
How do you defrost it?
I just use a bit of cloth really, I just wipe it.
Right.
But it did freeze a couple of times the other week. So.
Okay.
Also, what happens on a really cold day, these ice up and they don't work.
Oh.
So you just have to make sure they're clear, because that just frosted with a big
Can
lump.
you just wipe those as well?
You can just wipe them off. Yeah, those.
Okay, like
little bit.
sensors on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an infrared reflector.
Yeah. Now, what happens? Say you get a call to say there's a very large lorry coming. It'll probably snap the arm off, because the lorry will drive through, and then when it comes to get out, if it's a very big lorry, it'll back out, but the arm will come down and get stuck on the lorry. So what you have to do is, you might get a call. Now all you do, you put the key in there. If you see on that thing, you've got a switch. You've got off and on. You're off and on. Now at the moment it's in the opposite. If I turn it to on, it will raise the barrier, and that will stay up all the time.
But you have to leave the key in.
No, you can take the key out,
Right, okay.
and that'll stay up. Now, for example,
Where do you keep the key, Tim?
I'll show you on the way
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
Now, basically, the reason that is there is an override switch. Now, say during the holidays when the sports centre is here,
We just lift it up all the time.
yeah, we just leave it like that and take the key out,
Yeah.
because you do not want to switch it off, because the timer inside is only good for a couple of weeks and you'll lose all the programming. Anyway, now if I put that back on like that and walk through, it'll come back down, because it sees me and thinks I'm a car. So that way you can get the arm to come back down, because if you leave it up all the time, you get errant cars in. So anyway, now every morning there's a counter in here, just so I wasn't here. There's a counter in there. If I take the door away, that will be easier. And you can see inside you've got like a program system. Now what happens if you're never sure, I've got my torch, it might be easier to show you. There's the instructions to program it. Now for example, if I came in the morning and in this car park there was 2 cars at 7:45, I go 36 minus 2, because it's already got 2 in, and I'll let 34 cars in. So for example today, if I was going to set it today and I wanted to get it re-accurate now, just count how many go: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There's 24 here, so that only leaves 12 spaces. So I set it at 12. Yes, that's because you've had lorries and goodness knows what.
Right, okay.
Yeah, but anyway, so if I was going to then sit it, let the car come out. Well, that is 24, so basically that's 23 now.
Yeah.
The 7 plus 6 is 13. So in theory there's 13 spaces in there.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you want to have a go, Nella, and I'll shout the instructions.
Right.
Now, on this keypad,
Yeah.
you can see that we've got a reading there, and it
says-
says there's 7 cars, which just says 7 cars there.
Yeah, and there isn't.
Okay, so we want to change it to 13.
Yep.
So what you do, you look at these instructions,
Press P.
press P, okay, then you press the arrow key, which is that one there. You then press, right, well, we're going to say 13, so 1, 3, arrow, P, P. Just double check that's set, that should set at 13, it has.
Yes, it's there.
And that's it, so that will now let 13 cars in.
Right, okay.
And
Suppose, yeah, okay.
now the other thing that will happen, like a computer at home, every month it will lock up, and it will lock up in the up position.
Right.
If ever that happens, all you need to do is underneath here there's a power switch,
That red one.
that red one. You simply turn it off, and I'll demonstrate now.
Everything's off.
Everything's off, counts to 15 roughly, but it just gives you a reset really, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Give it a little minute, everything will go off. And then we'll turn it back on again, and you will hear, shortly you will hear some beeps. That'll raise normally.
And it's still saying 13. So good.
Okay, you hear that sound?
Yeah. It's all right.
Now it takes about, wait till the beeps stop, and it's reset itself. It's bitter, okay, so that's fine. Okay, now, it's reset itself. Now there's a time clock built into this,
Yeah.
and automatically the barrier will come down at about 8:15 in the morning, and at night it will lift up around about 4 o'clock automatically. That allows the council to get in because they have use of it. That's all programmed, don't have to worry about that. And the clock works on summertime, so when summertime comes it knows it and it will adjust for summertime. So you haven't got to worry about that. Now, in theory, if we've still got 13 spaces, this may not work, but because it's still switched on, if I walk back, it'll come down.
Yep.
And that will go, and that's what you should do. And it should, in theory, if it hasn't recognised me because I'm not a car, it will stay on 13
But it's
spaces.
thought you were a car before.
Yes, sometimes it does, but genuinely.
Was it because you weren't going vroom, vroom?
It probably was, but anyway, so that is back. That's what, if it does lock up, that's what you have to do. And in an emergency, if the whole college, all the power goes off, yeah, we'll wait and see what happens in a minute.
Okay.
It might reset itself in a minute.
There you go.
There you go. It's because it's had a reset. It does that sometimes during the process.
Yeah.
Now, just say you have a power failure,
Yeah.
and the whole college, all the power goes off in the college, no one will be able to get out because the barrier is stuck. What you need
There's
to
an
do,
override.
you turn the power off,
Yeah.
and you take out this little winding device here.
Ah.
Okay, take that out.
And you stick that in the hole.
Yeah, and whatever you do, we'll let them come out. Whatever you do, turn the power off because you'll break your arm.
Oh, all right.
Because this will start whizzing round, and you'll get yourself in quite a knot. So we'll let that come out.
There should be 14 spaces now.
Yes, in theory. One comes out. It does take a while to count up sometimes, we'll see anyway. See what happens. It might take a minute or so to do it.
Because we've reset it.
Yeah, we should do. Anyway,
Yeah, we'll see what happens
we'll
in
see
a
what
minute.
happens in a minute. If
Oh, is the power off? No, don't
no, the
put
power.
it in
No,
then.
no, I'm only okay because there's no car there.
No.
I don't want to switch it off because it'll go through a reset
No,
procedure.
Don't get yourself thinking.
No, don't worry, I won't. It's only if the car came, you'd have to get out of the way quick. Okay, you put that in there, and you switch the power off, and you can simply wind the barrier up or down
Okay.
if you need to. All right. Yeah, it's
Okay.
done it now. Look, it's
Oh,
gone
yeah,
back to what
right,
it
okay.
was. But sometimes there's a slight delay on it, and that basically
Is it?
is it really. So sometimes this can be difficult to get back in because you've got to line these little pins up. This can be quite hard to get the door on. I usually find like that. Just gently put your knee against it, turn the key, and there you are. And there's a spare fob on there if you need to let anybody in.
Oh, well, you just wave
Yes,
that, yeah.
and you've got two keys on there. One key which is for the key switch, and one key which is for the door.
Yeah.
But basically, what's confusing is off is when it's actually working.
Yeah.
So off is obviously at the moment in a position where you want it
It's
to work
working.
normal operation. On means that you're isolating it.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And that's
Will you
basically.
remember that?
I've got it all here.
And there's a
You can hold
and
it
there's
up, you
a lot and there's also if anyone says I can't see the barrier, there's a repeater obviously over there.
So
It
there's
repeats the
another
numbers as you
number
come
in
in.
there.
So
Okay.
they do get a warning, so they're not actually having to reverse out if
No.
it's full.
Right.
In theory.
Thank you,
Any
Tom.
questions?
Any questions? Would you like to pretend to be a car again?